All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the Gym of All Trades Sunday night charts. Hope you guys are pumped up and ready to rock. Good to see you. Let me see if I can get myself on the screen. There I am in all my glory. Let me know this video and right into the charts. Not going to give financial advice, though. Just going to show you what I'm seeing from an Elliott wave perspective, guys. If first time you're visiting, welcome. We'll start with Bitcoin. Look at the rest of the market, DXY, the SPX, the NDX. We'll look at correlating pairs, ETH, ADA, XRP, maybe DOT. Just a good cross section. Then I'll take some requests towards the end. But you know, most of the analysis by that time is just going to be more of the same. So anyway, all right, we're going to jump in, guys. If you're brand new to Elliott wave, what we do is we look at the chart for 5s and 3s. We put those 5s and 3s together. We understand those structures in patterns that Elliott found over 100 years ago, and then we try to put them together in modern markets. See if we can figure out where price might be heading. I'm not here to tell you where price is going. I'm just going to give you some trade ideas. And if you don't know how to trade, you don't know what a trade idea is. You think traders know where the market's going. We don't know where the market's going. Nobody does. Chill, though. The market always comes back. It's up to you to trade with good risk management. Any idea presented may or may not play out. I want to say that on the front end, guys. On the front end, I don't know. I'm here to tell you that, but I'm going to show you an analysis of the wave structure, apply Elliott wave, and say, hey, here's what could happen based on what we're seeing. All right, good audio video. Let's see. Hey, Daniel. There's Hector Salazar. What's up, my man? Good to see you, Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, I accidentally hit the mic cord earlier, so that's probably what happened, Chemo. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. It's good to meet you yesterday. Me and Chemo Sabi met live in person. One-on-one. Not one-on-one. We also met with another friend of mine, Seth, and Peter from our Discord. It was fun to meet with them. They live in the greater Michigan, Cleveland, Ohio area. So good to see y'all, man. Glad to finally meet you in person. Adrian, what's up, Adrian? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Eli, hey Eli, man, what's up, man? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. There's Keith. What's up, buddy? And Nicholas, Johnny English. Hey, man. What's up, Seth? Good to see you, man. All right, let's see. There's 36 of you. Let's jump in. Don't forget, hit the likes, guys. Hit the likes. Let the YouTube algorithm know you like the content. Chill, Jim. The market always does come back. That's true. That is true. If you want a coffee cup that says "Chill," the market always comes back. I got a merch store. I think the link is in my. I think I put it in the description. If you want to check that out. If you want a shirt that says that, or it's not a triangle. Not a triangle. If you want to check that out, it's a bonfire.com/gymofalltrades. I think is where you find the merch. If you want to check it out. Check it out. All right, so let's jump in, guys. Let's see what we got. I'll be honest with you. This market has been ticking me off pretty good. You say, why? Why has it been messing with you? Well, because it'll give me 5 waves and then it'll break the 5 waves. Okay, I'll just tell you the primary problem I have with the market over last night is this right here. That right there, to me, cannot be interpreted any other way other than 5 waves, okay? But nevertheless, it's not 5 waves. It's 3 waves because this wave right here broke it, okay? So, yeah, having a little bit of a hard time with that, to be honest with you. The fact that broke that top. So, had a nice short. Here we got a 3-wave move up, had another short, so that was pretty decent over the weekend. But still, I mean, we could trade in this environment. It's just we're not getting the big moves we were hoping to see, the bigger corrections we were hoping to see. So we'll see if the market's setting up for that or not, or are we setting up for more upside? I'll just try to figure it out with you the best I can, guys. Offer some ideas, and we'll just go from there. Okay. We'll just go from there. Now, one thing I noticed here this afternoon is that the 1-hour chart, the RSI has been broken. The structure has been broken on the 1-hour chart to the downside. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going down forever, but that's a significant break of a trend. We had a nice little triangular trend here. We broke to the downside. We are currently retesting that. We're going to see if the RSI comes back into this area and rejects off that trend line. We're going to see those trend lines in the RSI are often very good to trade, by the way. If you've never looked at trend lines in the RSI and patterns in the RSI, you might give it a go. It's sometimes more, how do I say it? It's more predictable and more reasonable, and that's not the word I'm looking for. More profitable than looking just at price action alone. So anyway, all right. So guys, I'm struggling with ideas here to the bear side. Really having a hard time with this wave structure. Let me talk about, from an Elliott wave structure, why this is such a challenging area, okay? Let me just talk about that for a minute, okay? Hey, Seth, I hope you heard me say hi to you earlier. So, first off, this first wave, it's not clear whether it's 5 or 3, okay? I'm inclined to say it's either 3 or 5, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I can, as long as I understand that it could be either, I can look at the chart either way, whether it's 5 or 3. Okay, so we can look at that as 5. This right here, this move looks plainly like a 3-wave move. This move right here looks plainly like a 3-wave move. So I'm inclined to look at this as a 3 down, a 3 up, and then this looks like a 5-wave down. So when I look at that, I'm kind of locked in my mind thinking this is a B, C. That's a flat. For me, I'm not bending on that very much. Okay, I'm not bending on that much. In other words, I see those structures, and that's the way that looks like a flat to me. And so that I'm kind of like, okay, all right. So what could we have here? Well, my original thought was, hey, maybe we've got an A, a B, and now we've got a C with an ending diagonal. Okay, a C with an ending diag. That's an idea. It's plausible. It's ABC. Boom. Could be done. Could need one more hit. But we got an ending diag working. Okay. Well, you got to know what an ending diagonal looks like. An ending diagonal just isn't the shape of the waves, but there's got to be an internal wave count of that is supported by that. I don't see an internal wave count that supports an ending diag. Ending diags are 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 5 threes. In other words, every wave has 3 waves. There's 5 waves in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every wave has 3. Okay? The up and the down waves, they all have 3s. Okay? So that's what we're looking for. So, okay, I could say, okay, there's somehow in this wave, we can call that 3. Fine. We got 3 there. No problem. And I could probably say, yeah, I mean, it's ugly, it's weird looking, but okay. Double zigzag right there. We got 3 there. Okay, we're cool. First 2 waves, 3, 3. Then I get to this wave, and I'm like, I can't get 3 out of that. I just can't get 3 out of that. I personally am having a hard time looking at that as 3. Okay? I have to turn my head sideways and say, is there any way... I mean, this looks like an impulse all day long. That looks like an impulse wave. So I'm not inclined to call that 3. So I'm not inclined to the what do you call it? The ending diag. At least counted like that. One might say, well, there's 3 there. You got a zigzag here. You got a little dinky X wave, and you got another zigzag here maybe. You might argue that case, but man, to me, that's kind of like you're stretching it. You're stretching it. Okay? So that wave is problematic for an ending diag. Can we just say it is what it is and it's still an ending diag? And the answer is okay. So, all right. Anyway, let's go to this next wave. Looking down. I see you said something, Seth. I'll check it out in just a second. Okay, the next problem I have is what's going on. What's going on down here? Okay, what's going on down there? What is all this trash we're getting? What is all that? Well, we got to call this 3 waves. We got to call that 3, but that has a problematic count in the middle of that. We know that. This is a 3-wave move. I guess we can call this a 3-wave move, but it looks more like 5 waves. I suppose we can call this a 3-wave move, right? But then right here, I can't call that a 3-wave move. I got to call that a 5-wave move. But we broke that structure, so it becomes an is what it is wave. In other words, in this area, guys, right here, starting right here, we have a bunch of is what it is, and I'm having a hard time knowing what it is. There's something I'm not seeing. There's something that's I'm having a hard time with. So, my interpretation up to this point, as you guys have been watching the videos, the way I've been looking at the wave. Now I'm just kind of like befuddled. I'm just like, what in the world is happening with this wave? All right, so let's try to look at it a different way. Let's look at this entire structure. Let's look at the whole structure here as a leading diag. So maybe we draw our line this way, right? And we draw this line this way, like so. And then we're going to say, okay, we got a 1. Okay, now this flat is 2. And we're going to call this 3 right to there, maybe. Okay, I'll show you another way to look at that in just a minute. But I'll show you the problem with it as well. 3. And then here's 4. Now what's going on here? What in the world's happened? Is that an ending diag? I mean, it could be, but it's ugly as ugly as crap. It really is. Let's count it. Let's try to figure it out here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need this to finish with one more high. I need this to spike one more time, and maybe that'll give us an ending diag 5. No, I don't need 5 there, do I? Let's try it this way. I got a 3, 3, and now I need 5 here. So we get 5 here like this. I need this to start going up. I need this to get rocking to the upside. We're gonna call this. We need 3 waves in this diag, right? So we got 3 waves and 3. We got 3 waves in 1. Okay, so now I need 3 waves in 5, and this is just ugly as crap to get 3 waves out of that. But nevertheless, we got 3. We could get another 3 maybe. That would work. You got 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. Okay, that would work at WXY. It's ugly as crap again. So, but nevertheless, we got 3. We get up here, finish. We may even have a throw over, and down we go. Okay, so there's a count for you where the entire thing's a diag. Another way to count that, guy, is to go ahead and put the 2 wave right here. So let's count it. Let's try something different here. Get that line drawn there. Tonight, my goal is just to try to offer some ideas of work through this count, guys, and some plausible way. I mean, it's just the count is just nasty on this thing. It's not simple. It's not simple. So I need 3 waves in all of these. So I could say, okay. We got 1, 2 right there. Now we're going to say 3 there. But that's problematic. The problem is this starts with 3. This looks like 5, but okay, let's call it 3. We'd have to go 3, 3, 5 out of that. Okay, maybe. I got 3 down, and now we're looking for this to finish. Boom, boom, and then some kind of boom up here. So, I would love to see some kind of a... That just seems that seems weird and out of place for it to pump like that in that count. But, I mean, there's another way to maybe count that. I much prefer this count here. Putting the 2 right there. Makes more sense to me. You can even see the RSI finishing right up here. Coming, finding a low here. So yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like that count there as an ending diag. So that's something to do with it, where you got a leading diag, and what that means is that's 5 waves to the upside. Then we get 3 waves down. Once that's finished, we get a 3-wave move back down, retesting the lows before we have our moonshot. But that count says, hey, we bottomed. We bottomed. Okay, so there you go. What say you guys? What do you think of the diag count? See what you guys are saying. Seth said, let's see, zigzag with a diag for the C wave on the last wave. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get you 3 waves. You got to have 3 waves in all those counts, and so getting that 3 waves in there is challenging. But yeah, just piggybacking on what you're saying, it would allow the impulse to be an A. Yeah, it's ugly, too ugly. It might be just ugly enough. Yeah, ETH. So Johnny Utah says, does ETH offer more clarity? Not really. Well, let me just say this: there is major hidden bullish divergence here on the chart, on the 1-hour chart. So gigantor hidden bull divergence. So that's something to pay attention to. 1-hour chart, you see it. Boom. Price barely came down, but RSI reset the whole way. So RSI is looking good for another up movement. Okay. Let me do something real fast, guys. Sorry, one second. Okay, so what is Ethereum? What is Ethereum? What's happening here? Well, I think more clearly, indeed, Johnny, you could call this 3 or 5. I could count that. I've got a count where that's 3 waves or 5 waves, okay? But let's call it 5 for now. Let's call it 5 for now. 5, so we got 5 up, but we could call it 3, but it's awful small compared to that, right? Then we've got 3 down. I think that's kind of clear. That's clearish. So 5, 3. Now what do we got here? Now this all day long, right here. This all day long. That little move right there, to me. When you see this, that's a 5-wave move right there. Done. 5 wave. That's a 5-wave shape. That's what I would expect. But then all of a sudden you got this trashy 3-wave move down, and then all of a sudden you've got this trashiness right here, which makes no sense. And so, Johnny, I would say that the ETH chart provides clarity right up to this point. Then all of a sudden it's complete trash. From an Elliott standpoint, again, it's not clear what the structures are. Look, let's zoom in and look at it for a minute. I'll show you what I mean. So I think we can all agree that this is a 3-wave pullback, right? That's clear and plain. That this is an impulse to the upside. There's a 3-wave pullback. Okay, fine, clear as day. Now what? Well, what ensued? Well, it looked like I had 3 waves. Maybe 3 waves. So this looked like a diag. Okay, so this first structure right here resembles and looks like a ending diagonal. You would think it would be ending. The problem is it didn't end anything. So it might be a leading diagonal. But what's it leading? If it is a leading diagonal, what's it leading? Maybe a three-wave move. Maybe. What else could that be? Then you got this thing here. That resembles a leading wave. Not a leading wave, but an impulse wave all day. All day long. Hold on one second, guys. All right. What, buddy? Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, this stuff right here is just, I don't have any clarity on it. Five, 3, 5. What is that? So one of the ways I was looking at it was like this. Maybe is that a double zigzag? But it doesn't have a very good extension. A, B, C to here. Then we got an X wave right here. Now the problem here with this being that is that we have an A, B, and C hasn't finished. So this diagonal is 1, 2. We're in the middle of wave. We just finished wave 3, maybe. We need to get 3 finish, 4, and then 5. Gets us up to 2100 maybe or higher. Pulling the fibs on it that way, which I'm not a big fan of a double zigzag there. But let's just, it gets us up to the 1-to-1. This 1-2 is just awful big compared to that. But the hidden bull looks powerful. Looks like it wants to go up again. So this chart looks like it's going to make another high. That's what it's looking like. Yeah, could it be a bunch of XRP whale? Could it be a bunch of 1-2s? It's possible. It's absolutely possible. I'm reading y'all's comments, sorry. Keith M, yeah, it is ugly. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, I'm thirsty tonight, guys. All right. Yeah, could be a bunch of 1-2s. Now let's go back and look at Bitcoin like that, because this could be instead of a leading diag. It could be a 1-2-1-2, okay, but we're consolidating right here, either for a breakout to the upside or a break to the downside. I've seen them break out both ways, right? But yeah, this could be a 1-2-1-2. You got 1, you got a flat 2, 1, 2. There's your bullish count, and now we got a 1. Maybe. This is 5 waves. We get a 3-wave pullback, and then we're going. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Maybe this is an ending diag, okay? Maybe it's an ending diagonal where we're waiting for, you know, this diagonal to finish. But we've kind of broken the structure to the downside, so it needs to go up if it's going to go up. So maybe. Let's see if we can get an ending diagonal out of that. 1, 2, maybe. Yeah, where's 3? Where do you put 3? 3 here, 4 here, and now I need one more hit to the high. 5. That's what I want. That's what I want to see right there. One more hit. I want one more spike. But instead of a 1-2, 1-2, I'd prefer the I like the double zigzag. I like the WXY here. I'm gonna say W X. Now let's finish the Y. We need to get, oh, perfect. 786, 25.9, 26K, and we finishing up. I actually like that count quite a bit. Check that out. Where we got 5 there, we got 3 there, 3 there, 5 there. So there's a flat and then another 5. So it's a 5, 3, 5. There's your X wave, and now we got another 5, 3, and now we got an ending diag 5. I like it. One more spike to the high, then we're done. Then we short it for either 3 waves or 5 waves. Big dump to the downside. That's not a bad count. What do y'all think of the WXY count? Not a big fan of WXYXZ. Adrian, I don't generally look for those unless I just have no other option. What do y'all think of the WXY count that I just showed you? Guys, y'all got to use complete sentences in reference to what you're talking about, because there's a lag between your comments and my stuff. So make sure you're, you just let me know. Use complete sentences. Yeah, I GOAT crypto trading. I kind of agree, man. This is just, it's trashy as all get out. But that gives us a spike to the high. Check out the pattern. Check out the pattern in the 4-hour RSI, guys. Look at the pattern there. So we're staying in that range quite a bit. So I'd love to see a spike tonight, but I'd also love to see just a dump and a breakdown out of this stuff. Why don't we like? I'll tell you, I do like this area as a diagonal. It's the only thing that makes any sense out of what's going on up there. I mean, there's just so much trash up here in this wave here that a diagonal just makes sense of it. Okay, 54 of you watching. Thanks, guys. Guys, don't inhale your coffee when you're drinking. Don't inhale. I did not inhale. Oh man. All right, rate me on my Bill Clinton impression. 1 to 10. I did not inhale this coffee. That guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Horrible. Horrible. Get out of here with your bad impressions. I got a 10. Holding up the 10 scores. I love it. I love it. We have to get out of here with those bad impressions. That was a French Arnold, by the way. Oh, thank y'all. Thanks for the 10s. I do not think that's a triangle. But it sure is pretty. Look at the curves on it. All right. It's gotten bad. All right, before it gets any worse. So let's do something I like to do. I like to just look at the line chart on ETH and say, hey, we got any clarity on ETH there? I really am I getting my own office? Johnny English? No, man. So when we I do have a game room, guy. Right now, this all back here is just, I'm remodeling a room over here, and I'm in the middle of painting it. In fact, after the live stream tonight, I'm going to roll the walls. So I got paint on my hands, you see. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to finish painting it. I got to lay the flooring. For those of y'all that didn't know, I used to do remodeling work for a living, and so now I'm just remodeling this place. We bought this place so we didn't have to buy in an inflated market, and you know, it's not ideal. I don't have my own office and my own space, but to be honest with you, I like being out with my family so that they see what I do and they're part of me and I'm part of them. I mean, it's just we're a family and we are what we are. It is what it is. You know, it's not great when I want to make YouTube videos, and you know, it's not ideal, but no, I like the family atmosphere, and just I don't want to be shut up in an office looking at a chart all day, missing my family. So, you know, I even considered, you know, trying to find a place, creating an office that was, I could close the doors, and sometimes that's appropriate, but no, I think we're just going to leave it like this. This is going to be my office. But you wait, in the next couple of weeks, you'll see this all remodeled behind me. The walls will be changed. All the trim will be changed right now. And these are a bunch of boxes and stuff I've just got covered up here on a table. So anyway, yeah. Love to have one, but... Cool. You guys just need to know I'm not a YouTube personality. I don't do things super professionally. I'm just a guy with a webcam and some rudimentary skills in creating videos. I'm just here to share what I got, and it is what it is. So, we never quit. Yeah. Yeah, I trade. I've in the last year traded, transitioned to trading full time, so I can support my family now through trading full time now. So that's been a journey to get to, but finally here. But yeah, I do trade full time for a living. It took me a long time just to get over my psychology, guys. I was too much of a gambler. Risk management sucked. And yeah, that was. I could read a chart like a champ, but my risk management was no good. It took a while to get over that. And then learning what to expect out of the market as well. Often expected too much out of the market, really. Wanting too much money out of a trade rather than taking what the market gave me. So learning to take profit properly, that was another problem I had to get over. But once I learned to get over those things, and I'm still working on those things and increasing my skill in that area, but those were my difficulties especially. Mainly Bitcoin, but I chart pretty much. I chart Ethereum, XRP, ADA, and Bitcoin every day. So I keep tabs on those charts on a regular basis. Rob, thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. My Arnold sucks, so it's a solid 3 to 4. Absolutely, and that's what I teach guys in the Discord. That it's the psychology is what's holding you back, guys. It's not really your strategy, more than likely. It's not. It's you. It's your gambling spirit. It's your risk management. Your mindset. And so once you learn to control those, you can make money in the market pretty regularly. You just have to learn to do it and learn to accept what the market gives you. Great conversation, guys. Appreciate that. All right, let's do this. Let's keep rocking here. I said I wanted to go to the line chart. So what I'm seeing right now is a potential for another hit to the high. Okay, one more hit to the high, but be careful that we don't just get 3 waves back here. But we do have hidden bullish divergence here in the 1 hour chart. It's pretty powerfully strong. This right here is just so trashy, but it might be revving up for kind of a big spike to the upside here. So be careful. We did not get the wave structure I was expecting in this area. This was looking, in fact, to be honest with you, right here, this wave was looking finished. I was satisfied with it. It looked done to me. It had the +1. I really thought we were coming down after that. So not forever, just for a correction, even for just a 3-wave move and then maybe another move. But this wave, the fact that it's pumped like it has, it's as my son says, it's sus. It is sus. Any of you have kids who are abbreviating everything all the time? It's sus. Keith, man, I divorced Litecoin long ago. I no longer believe in the project. I don't like Litecoin. I'll look at it for you if you want me to, but I just don't believe in the project. I just don't think. I just don't think it's. I just lost all respect for Litecoin. I had high hopes for it in the beginning. I thought it was going to be one of the emerging cryptos that was going to be used, and used in the everyday market. Maybe, but I really did with its transaction speed and whatnot. But yeah. No, I don't trade moving averages. JGDDS. Personally, I rarely have. I do have the 200. I could pull up here. Let's just take a peek at it. You say the weekly. We can take a peek at it. I'm not a big moving average guy. Where is the moving average? Why am I not seeing the 200 week? We don't have 200 weeks in Ethereum, so let's try chart. There's the 3-day. There it is. All right, yeah. On Bitcoin, on the other hand, let's take a peek at that. If you just tuned in, I'm kind of looking for a spike to this high, 786, around 26K. We'll see if we get a throw over to 27K, maybe 26.5. We'll see. And if this starts pumping higher, and with a straight up move, then we got a 1-2-1-2 on our hands, right? So you'll notice the pattern in the RSI. The 1 hour broke out to the downside, but it's broken back in. So we're going to adjust the 1 hour like that now and see if we get another test and a breakout of that to the upside there. So yeah, long is looking pretty good right now. I did hit a long after that little pullback today. We'll see if it goes. Might be 3 waves. All right, I'm starting to get bore you a little bit. Let's jump. Let's keep rocking here. Let's just look at the 6 hour chart here. 8 hour. Daily. Yeah, you got the daily 200 on ETH. The daily 200 is sitting at 22.3. We're gonna find resistance right here at the bottom of this wave, the top of this wave. We'll find some resistance there. So, yeah, ETH might be looking at 22.3 before it gives you a bit of a pullback again. But the way this wave is looking, it's looking awful pumpy, guys. We've gone from looking corrective to pumpy now. So I'm going to be cautious with longs here because we could get a deep pullback before another hit to the high, another move, because the market likes to move in waves. Obviously, guys, that's what we trade. We trade the waves, right? But yeah, that 200 moving average is looking really close on the daily. So maybe in the next several days, what's the date of merge, guys, for ETH? What is the date? Because we're gonna have a pump up to that zone, and then up to that time, it should dump for that news event. So we'll probably have a dump on or after the news event. In other words, we're going to buy the news and sell the event, right? So what is the date there? 15th or 16th of September. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, are we going to get a steady pump up to that point? I mean, that's a month away. So yeah, maybe 2 or 3 weeks of pumping, we might get a big ETH pump here. Now ADA is an interesting chart. Let's take a peek at it because I've got ADA consolidating in this little ascending triangle here, and then we've broken out of it. So that's pretty bullish there as far as a wave a pattern. Now I don't have. I think what we got here is here's what I'm thinking. Here is we got this ending diag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diag right there. It's ugly as you can imagine, right? But maybe that was the end of this wave here. That was it. That's all you got. You got a three-way pullback, an ending diag, and now this is the beginning of a five-wave impulse wave. So, in other words, we could be just at the beginning of it. 1, 2. This might be pumping up here. 3, 4, 5. ADA looks bullish as crap to me. It really does. And so, is that telling the tale for the market? Is that really what's happening here? This little was impossible to read until I saw this breakout of the structure there in the 8-hour. Okay, and the daily is just looking pumpy as anything, and we got plenty of room there. The only problem on the daily is that we've got hidden bearish divergence. We've got hidden bear all over this. So this is it's bearish for now, but Chemo, you're probably right about that. The digital dollar and everybody begging for it. They're going to make that happen in some way. Entry at 0.44, fantastic entry there, Keith. Fantastic entry. It's looking very bullish on the daily. It's slow going, but she's going to start picking up some speed. I think ADA is a nice little trade right now. This could be a 1-2-1-2 here, and we're getting ready to rock. So let's take a minute and just kind of look at this bullishly for a minute, because did we bottom? I mean, we definitely could have. Could this just be a leading diag? Absolutely. Now, sometimes with leading diags, we get the spike, and then we get a three-wave pullback, something like this, that's very small. We don't get much. We just get a little bit of a pullback. And if we get something like that, you get a spike and then a three-wave pullback like that, guys, you need to really, really consider taking that long, especially if it's a three-wave shape and it resets the RSI down here, okay? So let it turn in three waves. But let's look at this bullishly for a little bit. You can see how this is consolidating in three waves. Everything's three waves in here. So that tells me this is finishing up something, okay? This is probably most likely an ending diag. And that's really where I am with this. That we more than likely this is the end of something, okay? It could be the end of a diagonal where we got 1, okay? This is 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And there's your diag. There's a diagonal for you. It's not pretty. It's not perfect. But there's a diagonal for you. Okay? And then look for a retest, a three-way pullback, or a retest of the bottom again. Okay? We could totally retest the bottom. If we come back and retest the bottom, everybody's going to get bearish again, right? But we go up from there. So that's based on this wave structure. I'm inclined to that count right now. That's my primary preference. That's my preferred count. Something like that. All right. Especially considering what all this is, because this right here is not a bunch of 1-2s. It is not. It is not. So I don't think we're gonna go straight up tonight, guys. I think we're gonna spike the high. I do. I think we're gonna spike the high, and then we're gonna reject for 3. It could be 3 small waves like this, back down to that order block, or back down to this order block down here. That would be better. Shoot, I would love it. I would much prefer it get down here to this order block zone. Like that in 3 waves. If it comes down here in 3 waves, that's a buy zone for me. I'm bullish down there big time. Okay, a lot of people think I'm bearish. I'm not bearish. I'm just, when I see signs of a wave ending, I gotta pay attention to them. And when I see signs of a wave ending, like I'm seeing here in Bitcoin, potentially, now if I'm interpreting that wave correctly, I see those signs of it ending. And if it's ending, then I've got to pay attention to it. I can't just go bull, bull, bull all the time. Again, we're wave structure traders, guys. We look at wave structure, and we bet on the market based on the wave structure we see. Now, at least that's what I am. You might not be a wave structure trader. You might be a breakout trader or a news event trader, whatever. I mean, I don't trade the news. I usually do the opposite of what the news is saying, because the news is for the masses to be duped, right? To spend their money so that the banks can take your money. We know that. We understand that's what they do. Okay, so I really think that we need a bit of a pullback out of this. Okay, this could be, like I said, a Diag. We get a 3-wave. So I'm looking for a spike to the high. Let's see if we get 26K, guys. Something like that. And then looking for a short after that. I think it's plausible. I think it's possible. I think it's that's exactly right. Chemo is for liquidity. So let's see. That's my favorite. That's my favorite idea. I am long currently, but once we get the spike to the high, I'm out. And I'm gonna look for. Adrian Guzman, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, man. These guys are just pawns. You know, the media is owned by the central banking system. Those men have the power. Okay. Anyway, so this is looking quite bullish here. So we might get a final pumpy pump of Ethereum. Now let me show you guys something. Looking at Ethereum on the line chart, just looking at it on the line chart, maybe on the 8-hour. Let me show you a count here that's plausible, possible, whatever. We could have a 1, 2. Then what if I call this 3 right there, because that's 5 waves right there. And then this little thing is 4. And now we're looking for 5. And we get an extended 5th. And we got a leading Diag, 1, 2. We got 3. We're looking for 4, 5. Something like that. That gets us up here to the 2100 range. 2150 range. Something like that. Let's check the order blocks out. See where the bearish order blocks are up top. So let's go to the daily, check the order blocks, and see. We got a daily order block sitting right there at 2159. Boom, got a daily order block. Let's check the 3-day. We've got a 3-day order block right there at the same place. So daily and a 3-day order block right there at 2160, guys. 2160. So watch that for potential target for ETH. 2160. They might wick into it. That target looks pretty decent to take that out. Doesn't mean it's going straight up. I'm not here to say, I'm not here to tell you what trade to take, but that target looks good. That might be a good area to think about shorting. If you get a spike, if you get a fast spike up to that area, that looks good. Nice little pump here on BTC. That's looking good. Remember, let's just talk about the BTC count. I think this is looking good for as a potential ending diagonal. In which case, I'm looking for this to go up in 5 waves. Right? I'm looking for this to finish this move. Guys, I got beeping here. Let me go take care of this beeping. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we're looking at this as 1. That's 3 waves up. 2. No, sorry, incorrect. We got 3 waves up there, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, looking for 3 up. So this needs to come up and finish. Needs to come up and finish. That looks really good. That looks amazing, actually. I'd like to see that play out, guys. All right. So ADA, you know, I mean, it's got a really bullish look to it, guys. What could it be? What could it be? This could be a wave 1, right? So this could be a Diag right here. Right here, guys. So ADA gets... you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at that as a Diag. Yeah, I mean, that's plausible. One, two, three. 3 might not be finished. Might have a little bit more up to go. Spike the high. Come down for come down for 3 waves and go up and spike the high one more time. It's not a bad little count there. Again, after that, we would have a three-way pullback and a continuation. So ADA might be finishing and pumping higher than Bitcoin, while Bitcoin seems to be finishing up its diagonal, and it starts coming down for 3 waves, right? So when it comes down and starts coming back up for its B wave, okay, ADA might be going up to make its last move to the upside, and then, which is going to be 3 waves, okay, and then it comes down with Bitcoin when it comes down for a C wave. I like that idea. That's not a bad little idea there for ADA. Looks good, actually. Looks very good. Looks very good. Very, very good. Very good. All right, let's check XRP, guys. Let's look at XRP. I don't think this count that I had drawn here is the count. Let's look at it a different perspective here. I'm trying to figure out what this structure is. What is it? Could be an ending Diag here, but my only problem with that is that we really got a crappy. So it could be a 5-3-5. That makes a lot more sense, actually. So let's look at this as an ABC. Boom. We're gonna go A. 5 waves. We got a flat B. Oh, that looks really good. And now we go up for C. So XRP is going up for 3 waves, and that looks excellent. That XRP finishes, it spikes tonight and finishes its wave, and then we're getting ready to come down. So this is, guys, I think we're starting to get it, guys. I think we're starting to see the potential here. That this has already got a wave to the downside. Boom, boom, looking for the 3rd wave down. Okay, all right, there it is. Then what? Then what do we get? Maybe not so deep. Who knows? Maybe 3 waves, and then maybe we get more up after that. So that doesn't look too bad for XRP, guys. What do you think of the XRP count? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? There's 57. Where is everybody tonight, guys? Where is everybody? There's only 57 people. I guess my title sucked tonight. My title wasn't very good. Oh, very, very happy with this long. Go, baby, go. Spike it up. I want to see XRP take off here. That would be nice. Pump up the price. Pump it up. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's a take on XRP. It gets us up for a spike and then down after that. Come down for 3 waves, or so that would be a WXY. Instead of an ABC that like I've got drawn it, that would be a WXY, and then we'd be looking for more upside after that. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Just take a look at Bitcoin in the 1-minute chart, see where we stand. Looking like we need a bit of a pullback on the 1 minute. This kind of resembles 3 waves here, guys, so be careful. 1, 2, yeah. I like to see this thing pull back a little bit, keep rocking, pull back, keep rocking. Just chop, chop, chop all the way up. This is looking good for up, big time. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're good for up. That's looking good. It's going to pull back and then continue more than likely. Okay, we've looked at XRP, we've looked at ADA, we have looked at ETH, we looked at BTC. Let's take a peek at the DXY, see what the DXY is doing. I see your request from Matic. Gotcha, buddy. Mr. Canada. I'll take care of you before we're done, okay? Yeah, Johnny, I'm not very good at getting followers, man. I'm not super good at the YouTube thing, to be honest with you. I just do what I do. So, thank you, though. I appreciate it. BTC, yeah, it kind of resembles that, Seth. It really does on the 15-minute. It kind of resembles a flat there. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I just don't know any other. I think we need to go up here and spike. That's what I think we need to do. So, see this wave right here? How we just had little pullbacks, had another spike, pullback, spike, and it just pumped. I think that's what this wave is going to do tonight. It's going to happen between tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to pump, get up here tonight more than likely. It's going to work its way up through London and through the London session and through the New York session tomorrow. So we're getting a nice spike now, right? But I don't think. This does resemble a flat, but I don't think so. I don't think we have 5 waves in here in C, and this is getting extended. Now, we can have extended waves, but I just think it needs a spike up here to this trend line. I think that's where she's going, but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. All right, let's take a peek at the DXY. You guys want to do that? Look at DXY. Yeah, I suppose so, Johnny. I'm not really good at the the whole YouTube thing, but wish I were. I'd have 20,000 subs, I guess. I'll work on it. But anyway, you gotta have a taste for Jim. You gotta have a certain taste, personality. All right, let's look at the DXY. What's DXY doing? This is my take on the DXY. You know, that it's actually going to be trending to the upside, right? So that's why I'm seeing down for Bitcoin, right? I'm seeing downside move potentially for Bitcoin because I think the DXY is going to be making a 3-wave move to the upside. This is 3 up, 3 down. Now maybe we get 5 waves up as an ABC. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this as 1, 2. I see 3, 4, and then an ending Diag 5. Okay, or this could be a flat 4 with an ending Diag 5. I think that's 5 waves to the downside, and now I think we're getting a flat B wave. Right, so as this makes this wave, that's when I'm seeing Bitcoin come down, and you know, and correct. That's the way I'm. That's the way I'm thinking about that. So if this is going to come up and retest the top here, then Bitcoin and the markets ought to be coming down more than likely, and then potentially, you know, down we go later, right? Once this is done. So looking at Bitcoin, you know, then so we finish this tonight, and then we have a downward move. Okay, and we have a downward move. Just like DXY should have an upward move on the same time frame, an upward move on the same time frame. So 90-minute chart right there, boom, down. Okay, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see boom, boom, boom like that. That's what I want to see in Bitcoin. And then let's go up from there. Let's go to the moon from there. Let's do something. Let's do something big and awesome from there. Okay. All right. So DXY, that's what I'm thinking right here. This looks like it's going to be trending to the upside. It doesn't mean it's going to trend up forever, right? So in other words, doesn't mean it's just going to go straight up. I think we're going to get pullbacks, and then, you know, this is going to pull. You know, it's going to go up like in a wave, right? It's going to go up in a wave, but I think it's going to go up in an impulsive wave. So, yeah. Yeah, 16th, 17th of August, XRP whale, or September. We'll have to see. Boo Kudum. Let's see what you say. I've learned a lot of Elliott from Jim. I'm a visual learner, and this helps a lot. Awesome, man. That makes me feel great. That makes me feel really good. I love comments like that. Appreciate that. That gives me a sense of satisfaction that you, because I'm a teacher, and a teacher loves to see students learning. And that's really my heart. That's what I do in my Discord. That's my heart for you guys. And so we got a great environment, guys, in our Discord. Great group of guys. It's worth being in there. Yeah, it's $40, but, you know, just remember it's supporting me and my family and giving me more time to devote myself to you guys in the Discord. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to have you in there, and love to just just keep growing that community. We've got a bunch of people in there, you know, about 140 active traders right now, and then even more, a handful, just smaller proportion of that are actively sharing their ideas. I want to see more of that grow, so love to see that. Thanks, Johnny. Man, that's awesome, dude. Appreciate it. Yes, I do. I do use the S&P 500. We're getting ready to look at that in just a minute. So there's the DXY. So my bias is up for the DXY, looking for an ABC to the upside. So let's see if this wave develops like I'm thinking it's going to develop to the upside here. Let's check the S&P now, the SPX. Now my idea for the SPX is that just got a little spike to the high. I think we're doing a diag, right? So my idea here for the SPX is that I've got 2 counts, all right? One count says this was 3 waves, okay? Now, how many of you were watching the videos when I said, hey, guys, this looks like ABC, we're done. I think we go up from here. And for the last, I don't know how many weeks now, I have been calling this bullish on the SPX. Let me know in the comments, in the chat, guys. I need a sense of satisfaction that, yes, people did know I've been calling, longs here on the SPX. But now that I'm looking how it's going up, it kind of resembles 3 waves. So this could be 3 waves, and we could be on our way to make higher highs here, guys, and break the highs and keep rocking, right? We could be getting ready to go bullish, right? But looking at the DXY is going to get bullish for that wave to the upside. Instead of the 3-wave move that we're getting, instead of that, this could be a leading diagonal to the downside, okay? The beginning of a bear market where we get a sucker's rally back, 3 waves back up, but we never break the highs. We simply 3 waves back up before we go low again. So we might be in for this wave coming. So we might have a little bit of a rally tomorrow and at the open, and then down we go later in the week, okay, where we start moving down later in the week, okay? And who knows how long this wave is going to take. What I just drew right there, guys, takes us into November. What I drew right there takes us into November, okay? Let's see where what order blocks. Oh, look at that, guys. What I just drew right there. Look at this liquidity zone right there. Boom. There's our target. 3,400 on the S&P. So yeah, I'm kind of expecting that kind of wave down, right? Which means Bitcoin could do the same. Bitcoin's just pumping now. It's looking fantastic. Praise the Lord for that. Thank you. Every good gift comes from God, guys. Every good gift comes from Him. All right. So make sure that you're thankful. One of the things God is one of the prayers God loves to hear. And let me give you a quick sermon right now. Three prayers God loves to hear. I love you. I need you. I thank you. If you want to pray and you don't know what to pray, just tell God you love Him, you need Him, and you thank Him. When you say you love Him, that's affection towards His, because of His goodness and His greatness. When you say you need Him, you recognize your own weakness, that you can't do anything apart from Him, that you can do all things through Him and through His strength and power. But you can't, apart from Him, you can do nothing. And thank you is the acknowledgement that He is the provider of every good thing. So and He has provided you. So I love you, I need you, I thank you. And then there's a good verse in Romans, at the end of Romans chapter 11. Some of y'all didn't go to church today, so here's your sermon for the day, real fast. Paul ends Romans 11 with this just awesome prayer, and he says, all things are from Him. So picture this: everything is from Him. All things are from Him, through Him, and to Him. To Him be the glory forever and ever. From Him, through Him, and to Him. Everything you have is from God. And you say, no, I worked for it. Listen, where did you get the power and the ability and the knowledge to be able to work for it? Through Him. And what He wants is that all those things that He gave you, and He wants it to be unto Him. So to Him. There's your sermon for the day. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Be encouraged by that. All right. Let's take a peek at that. NPC, start somewhere. Start somewhere for sure. All right, so there's your. I pray for wisdom all the time, guys. That any wisdom I have in the markets, it's all from Him. So anyway, yeah, my pleasure, guys. My pleasure. So I'm looking for this move to the downside, and maybe in the S&P. Let's look at the NDX for a moment. Here's the futures market, ES1. It's got the same look to it, guys. You got the same look where you've got these 3-wave moves to the upside right there, and right here. So this looks like we got 5, 5, looking for 5. It's a leading probably a leading diagonal. We get a three-way pullback, and then we get the major dump of the century coming later in the year. Okay, so we have maybe this dumps into September. We get a rally, and then November, December, we get the dump of the century, guys, where it just goes. All right. Amen, Ross Meyer. Amen. All right. So there is the NDX. So to me, I think the markets are setting up for a dump here, guys. I really do. And we're reaching the top. We're reaching the top. I think we're going to have a little bit more pumpy pump. Okay, a little bit more pumpy pump, and then dumpy dump coming. So just be ready, guys. Be ready. A little bit more up to the upside. I've given you some targets for Ethereum. I've given you some targets for Bitcoin. All right, so now I've had a request for Matic. Go ahead and put your requests, please. If you want, I'll do stocks, any chart, any market. I'll do my best to look at it from an Elliott Wave perspective. If you attach a super chat with it, I'll put a lot more effort into the analysis, and I'll give you and you get first crack at it. So any super chats supersede any other requests. So from now on. From now until I get exhausted, let's and I drank coffee tonight, guys. I haven't been yawning yet. There it is. Oh man, I just said it. Haven't been yawning, so that's pretty good. Let's let me do 5 or 10 charts here by request, and then we'll call it a live stream. Really enjoyed being with you guys tonight. It's been fun and good spirit in the chat. So yeah, put there and Chemo just make a list for me. And we'll do that. All right, let's look at Matic first, since that was requested earlier. Let me get on my ADA chart. That's where I do all my posting there. Matic. All right, what is Matic doing? All right, beautiful. Matic. What's the Matic with you? Okay, sorry. That's bad. That's really bad. Matic looks like it's making maybe a flat off the top, unless it's going to keep on going. But just looking at it, it's kind of resembles a 1, 2, I think 3 right there. Okay, that's wave 3 right there. And then we're getting a flat right here. So it's going to pump tonight and then dump back down to this region, and then we're going to get another pump. So that's kind of the way I'm seeing the wave structure for Matic. Best I can tell, I'm looking at this as a flat right here. Okay, and that's going to be probably wave 4. So this little spot right in here was wave 3. You can see the divergence that we expected to see between wave 3 and 5. Boom. So there's a 1, 2, there's 3. We get a flat 4 back down to this order block. Pump the high for 5, then a 3-wave move to the downside. That may or may not be supported by BTC, the BTC count. But that's certainly an idea. I love what BTC is doing tonight. It's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I like that for Matic. Otherwise, here's the other option here, guys. That this was wave 3 right to there. This was wave 4. And that's wave 5 right there. So we're going to spike the high, finish that, and we're going to finish this flat. And the flat may come down really deep. It could come down deep like that. That's possible. Okay, so that's the other count for Matic. Where it's done. It's done 5 waves. We're going to get a 3-wave pullback, 5 down to the downside. Or this is the first wave of 3. It could get real complex. Just depends on what BTC does. We get a 3-wave move and then another 3-wave move where it gets complex to the downside. Down, 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 right? Something like that. Retesting this order block down here. Okay? So the first one comes down here in the flat. We get a three-wave pullback. Then we get another retest, pullback, and then we come down to the next order block zone to finish it up. And that may be this wave 2. So there's wave 1. All of this is wave 2, and then we go. And that's the bullish look for Matic with a 1-2. Okay, and that's a nice accumulation zone for the whales, and then we go. Okay, and that kind of correlates with what we were looking at here. This may take a lot longer than I've drawn it into November, and then we get a pump after that. So that looks pretty decent. That's plausible. I like that, but I think this is playing out as a flat. So I'd watch here for a spike to the high tonight. Look for a short that's going to be maybe a quick spike down. It might be a quick move to the downside. You know, and then down to this order block zone right here, I would say right there, right in there somewhere. Okay, and then I would look for a rejection there, three-wave retest, and then maybe some more downside like that. And it probably will not break that low. If it does break the low, then we got a different count on our hands. Okay, but it probably won't. It'll probably come down to 3 waves and won't break the low. At least that's a good idea. All right, there's Matic. Any questions about Matic? Whoever requested that. All right, Ross Meyer, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. $1.99. Rut, please. Oh, you're first in line. Let's do it. Is that against USD? Let me know. I'm going to assume USDT if you don't say anything different to me, okay? So I'm not seeing RU. Oh, is RUT a stock? Oh, RUT is a stock. Okay. RUT. You want it on the is that the Russell 2000 index, Ross? Okay, Russell 2000. Do you want TVC? Do you want Russell, Nasdaq? What? No, you don't want Nasdaq. Which chart do you want? Da da da. All right, TVC or Russell? I'm going to do the Russell. Oh, I've done this before. Okay, so we did get 5 waves down. I was looking at this as an ABC, but it did not do that. So let's... I should have known better because this really didn't come down to any order block. See how this came down right down here? That's beautiful. This is really following the SPX, really. Let me clear my chart and just get a new look at it. That looks like 5 waves done. This looks like that looks like a potentially a leading Diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything's 5 waves in that. It's done, and that's a leading Diag. If that's the case, we might be getting the A wave right here of a 3-wave pullback right here. So this could be the 3 waves. We could get a retest of the low here as a B, and then we can get a C. So we could get a flat here or a 3-wave move. You can see on the daily this is pretty overbought, right? And you see on the daily you also see the hidden bearish divergence working. Right here from the top of this wave down, it's actually exaggerated bearish divergence, right? So that's looking pretty decent there. So that tells me we're probably going to get due for a pullback. What you want to check on the daily chart is just draw this trend line right here. In fact, the 12-hour might be even better, but they don't give me the 12. See that little wedge forming there? We're going to get a bit of a breakdown to the downside out of that RSI trend right there. So probably going to, after tomorrow, along with the S&P and whatnot, probably going to get a break to the downside. Maybe 3 waves and then maybe up again. Just depends. Let's see what this wave develops as. Does it develop as just a pullback and then a 5th wave like that? or is it just 3 waves and then we get a bigger wave to the downside like that? So that's what I'm curious about. But this is looking, bullish over the next couple of months, but it's going to pull back and retest this low again, more than likely. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Let's see if I'm right. If this keeps, if this just pulls back a little bit and resets the RSI down here to the 50 or something like that, and then gives you another break of the RSI back to the upside, this might be coming up for another hit. This might keep trending to the upside. It all depends on what the S&P does between now and then, right? So I think if my idea of the leading Diag on the S&P and the NASDAQ is right, and my idea of the DXY going up, I'm seeing this move down. So that's when the DXY goes up, and then when the DXY starts going down again, okay, maybe that. So we'll see. But that kind of resembles 5 waves, and it's a leading Diag. So that means everyone's 5 waves. We got 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, so I suppose the other option here is a WXY, just to talk about other options here, where we got a W, this is X, and now we get Y. Okay, so this is 5, 3. We're looking for another 5 down here. So our target zone, if it's a WXY, is down here, with all this in this liquidity zone right here. We'd be looking for, somewhere around 393 to 500, or 390. I like 300 to 400 range. I like that range. My pleasure, Ross. My pleasure. Good night, Johnny. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, let's look at Neo the stock. All right, you can see I've done a lot of work here on Neo, quite a bit. 1, 2. Let's work on this count here. C wave, we're going to pull it down here. 1, 2. Let's do 3, 4, 5 right there. There's a good chance it's done. There's a really good chance it's done, and this is formed a bottom here. Maybe you got a leading diagonal. Maybe. I'm not a big fan of this wave structure, but maybe that's a leading diag. So it looks like you're going to get a spike and then a 3 wave, retested this low. Maybe for a long, maybe, unless it breaks that low. If it breaks that low, but if this is a wave 1 to the upside, looking for 2, wave 2 to the downside without breaking that low, and then maybe that's a buy zone if you get it. No guarantees, but if you get it, it might be good. Look at BTC, just a pumping, guys. Just a straight up pumping. I love it. Okay. Let's see if it breaks this little wedge formation we got going on, or if it's going to respect that line with a little bit of a pullback. So yeah, let's see if Neo spikes a little bit and then comes down for another wave, and then we go up for a third wave. Boom, boom, boom. And that might be a W. This could be an X. We could get a Y after that. Okay, so we could have more bearishness, but this might be a good little trade in the short term. That looks pretty decent, and it correlates with what we're seeing in the S&P and the NASDAQ and whatnot. So there's Neo for you guys. My pleasure, Daniel. My pleasure. All right, let's do Link, and then one. What's one? Is one a stock? ONE? Link. Let's look at Link. All right. Was looking for down and down to here and then up. Man, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That was the last I looked at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got an ending diag. It looks done. Link looks finished. 1, 2. I'm not a fan because I need 3 waves. So this could be 3. This could be 4. And we get one more hit to the low 5. See, my problem with the ending diag here is that you got to have 3 waves and everything, right? You got to have 3 waves. But I love this shape here. I love this shape. I really do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a beautiful shape. That's a beautiful wave. It's the most beautiful wave I've ever seen. But it just doesn't have the internal wave structure that we expect to see, right? So I'm not a fan of that as an ending diag. But if I ignore that, this is a nice A, B, C. But one way to deal with that is that we put the 3 down here. This is wave 4. It's got a little bit more upside to go, and then we come up, and maybe it comes up higher here, right? So we could have a 4, and then maybe we get a wave 5, or it's done. And now we're going to start pumping. So that's the thing. This could be done. This really looks done. It's got a really done look to it. But you see, now I'm on the daily chart. You see the hidden bearish divergence here all over Link? I mean, it's gigantic, man. Look at that hidden bear. That's crazy big. Okay? Let's look on the 3-day. Boom. Boom. Hidden bear. So, Link, let's take a little time with Link here on the smaller time frame. I love that BTC is pumping so much. I love it. I love it. See the hidden bullish divergence on the small time frame? So we go up one more wave. We do go up one more wave. What is this? What is this? So that looks like the end of a wave. This looks like the beginning of something. It looks like an ABC. I've got 1, 2. So it really does resemble 3 waves. A, B, now I need C. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. But see, the ending diag is the problem. It looks like an ending diag that's done, but it's not done because the internal wave structure is not 3 waves. Everything has to be 3 waves, but that certainly gives it a finished look to it for sure. Boom, 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 boom. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Man, I mean, this just looks like it needs to go up another wave, right? Totally looks like it needs to go up another wave, but not a fan. We've reached this little area. Let's see if we go. Let's see if it goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What if that's a series of 1, 2s? We might get the biggest pump you've ever seen. Link might be ready for the biggest pump you've ever seen. Maybe not the biggest one you've ever seen, but it may be setting up for a giant pump there. I don't know. That's the bullish look to it. Let's pull it like it's an ABC here. Let's see if we just spike up one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. W, X, and then Y. 3 waves. 5, 3, 5. And we get, and this is just basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 waves. It's not a diagonal. It's just 5 waves. And this is a WXY. W, X, and then we get Y. But we get a spike. We get a spike. One more. One more hit. One more high. Seems plausible. And then down. And down to make a lower low. if it's not that, if that's not the count, then maybe this goes up to the 2618, and and then we go sideways, and then we go up again. So maybe this is a bullish wave, and it's going to keep pumping until 5 waves are finished, and then we get some kind of a 3-wave pullback. So this was the reversal zone. We get a 3-wave pullback, and then that maybe takes forever. It may come all the way down here. Who knows, right? Some kind of 3-wave, and then up we go. So that's linked for you. Okay. All right. So do I still have a crypto wolf? Do I still have a bearish bias? I mean, my bias hasn't been bearish. I'm neutral. Okay. So what's the current wave structure telling me? I think this is a Diag here. Best I can tell, this is a Diag. So I'm bullish up for one more spike tonight, and then I'm still looking for a move to the downside. Okay, so I'm looking for at least 3 waves to the downside. So yeah, I'm bearish for this wave, but I see bullish tonight and maybe into tomorrow. So this might trend up through London. Okay, and then I'm looking for a move to the downside in 3 waves over the next several weeks. Thanks, Brandon. I just saw your note there. All right, let's look at one, and then we're going to call it a night, guys. Oh, somebody asked for BCH, so let me look at BCH for you. Sure. Okay, let's look at one. I guess that's a stock as well. No, it's Harmony. Okay, USDT. Gotcha. Okay, if there's anything that looks like a 3-wave WXY, that's that, or ABC even, that looks like an ABC, and it looks finished, almost finished. One more wave to the high. So again, one is calling for one more wave. Boom. Something like this, where you got an A wave, there's a flat B, and then maybe a C. And it's just one more wave to the high. I mean, that's a really nice wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5. Unless this gets more complex, but looking for a spike to the high. See, all the charts are kind of showing that spike to the high, aren't they, guys? All the charts are starting to look like that. One more wave to the high. ETH and BTC and Matic, Link, XRP, all of them, ADA, all of them are kind of calling for the spike. So I'm bullish for tonight and tomorrow, maybe, unless something happens, that we're not expecting. I'm hoping one more hit and then a rejection. But watch out for a +1 wave where they pull it down, take out the top, and then go deeply. So they could totally come down in 3 waves right here, and a flat, and then down again. But this is looking really nice here. For at least a corrective wave. You get a correction, maybe another one. And it might be a leading Diag or something like that, right? So that's another possibility, that this is a leading Diag, right? Let's talk about that possibility here. We got 3 to the upside. And you get something like this. 1, 2, there's 3. Looking for this to finish. 4, 5, like that. That kind of the way so that if that's a leading Diag, then we're looking for a 3-wave pullback and then a continuation move. So we still have some bullishness to go, and then down we go. Okay, there we go. All right, last one we're going to call is BCH, guys. Last one for the night, BCH. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm glad you were here. And if you like the channel, man, just leave some love in the comments later on if you come back. All right, BCH looks like it found a bottom here, guys, and it got a nice 3-wave move to the upside. Looks like BCH is a bit more done than all the other ones. So I'm looking at this as a 3-wave move that's finished. I'm looking for this to spike up here. Boom, 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 and then down we go. Give us 3 waves. We could be making a more complex move after that, but I'm looking for a spike and then a downward move. Best I can tell, this looks like it needs to spike right here. That's kind of the way that looks. Okay, that's the way I'm thinking about it. Obviously, all these charts, guys, remember, they can do whatever they want to do. Just showing you what it looks like to me right now, quickly. Again, if things change, if they give me a quick move to the downside, that wouldn't bother me at all. And then they go up, that would totally not bother me a bit. So they could do something like that as well, where this is already finished and then down. And then we got 3 up, 3 down, then we get 5. Boom, and that becomes a flat. We take out this liquidity zone, and then we come down for a lower low maybe later. Always look for shenanigans, guys. Shenanigans. Guys, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. And love you guys. Thanks again. That was a great stream. I enjoyed it myself. I didn't yawn on you to death. So hope those ideas help you. Again, don't trade them blindly. Use good risk management. Hey, and if you just want more of this on a regular basis, every you get 2 live streams a day. You just keep up to date on the wave structure. You want to learn Elliott wave in an awesome environment. Come on, join the Discord. It's worth it. And if you don't like it after a week, just let me know. I'll refund your money. All right. With that said, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Chemo. Appreciate you. As always. Bye bye.